Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Well, there you go. Tyson Fury's going to get his way. Look, I at this point in time, I do not think Fury and Usyk's going to happen. I've been saying that. A lot of people have been saying that. My reason for believing the fight won't happen is because Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight for the undisputed distinction and only to get paid in peanuts. This man, he like those young boys say, he blew the bag. Well, yeah, he blew the bag when he went to Saudi Arabia and was asking for an unreasonable amount of money. The Saudis scoffed at him, sent his butt back to the UK. Now he's stuck in having a fight at Wembley, even though he got a 70-30 split from Usyk. Then they issued a rematch clause. Who knows where that is? But the bottom line, Tyson Fury wants out. And the WBA is giving him an out. They issue April 1st deadline to receive signed contracts before the title consolidation class is ordered. And you guys got to understand, when it comes to an undisputed distinction, all the sanctioning bodies have to agree. But I'm telling you right now, sanctioning bodies are pissed, man. It goes back to Earl Spence and Crawford. And those guys creating that bottleneck in the welterweight division for almost a year. And they still haven't fought. And then you look at what's going on with Fury and Usyk, bottleneck in the heavyweight division. Still can't make things work out. And Fury's out here with all his antics on social media. I'm sure that didn't help. So the bottom line is a deadline of April Fool's Day. And this is an article from BoxingScene.com. A deadline of April Fool's Day is now in place for Fury and Usyk. Look, to ink a deal, man. Undisputed heavyweight championship. And they still can't ink a deal. We know it's not Usyk. It's Fury. But the WBA president, the WBA and the WBC, those guys probably carry the most weight across the sanctioning bodies. The WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza, he declared on Sunday that he's tired, man. And he says a title consolidation bout is in store if the pair of unbeaten heavyweights can't bring closure to the, months-long negotiations. And the whole thing is the purse split's been resolved, but now they're talking about the clauses. And he's like, look, man, it's a ticking clock to deliver the fight. They just can't afford to wait any longer. But I tell you what, Daniel Dubois, he's a WBA regular heavyweight titleist. And Daniel Dubois is the guy who Usyk is going to have to fight. And let me tell you, once they order that fight, Usyk is going to probably be the first time we hear Usyk use the word MFer in an interview. Because you look at, I don't know how much money Usyk and the Saudis agreed on for this Fury fight, but I'm thinking it has to be like 30, 40 million. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at how much money he made for the Anthony Joshua fight. Got to be, I would say, at least 30 million. And to look at having to come back and fight for maybe a few million for Daniel Dubois, that I would be pissed off. And you know whose fault it is? The damn egghead Tyson Fury. But Fury doesn't care, man. He's like, look, I want to do what I want to do. I've had all the belts. And it just doesn't matter to him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care. Tyson Fury is okay with going on and fighting somebody else. And it's just ridiculous. But my thing is, when it comes to Frank Warren, I understand Frank Warren's cool with his guy. Matter of fact, Frank Warren wants for Dubois to fight Usyk. Roll the dice on if, I just figured this out. If Dubois beats Usyk, which I doubt he will, but if he beats him, then that means Dubois he's a unified champion at heavyweight, and then Dubois and Tyson Fury fight, and everything will be underneath Frank Warren. All the belts will be underneath Frank Warren's management. That could be what this is really boiling down to. But at the end of the day, whoever wins those belts, they're going to have a crap load of mandatories. And I know for a fact, Dubois already got shut down by Joe Joyce. and Dubois' chin doesn't seem to be the same anymore. So you could see where, even if Dubois was to somehow win, if he fights Tyson Fury, let's say he beats Tyson Fury, which he won't. He won't even beat Usyk. But either way it goes, he's going to lose at some point because he got to get back in there with Joe Joyce. And the Olympic silver medalists are going to just murder him, if you ask me. But it is what it is, man. It's just horrible what's going on in the heavyweight division. It is what it is. But anyway, deadline set. The clock is ticking. Right now, old greedy belly, he's got to make a decision what to do, man. There's nothing else for Usyk to do. He's called Tyson Fury's bluff on everything, and he's just sitting there in a holding pattern, trying to make a fight with somebody who, for some reason, and I think it's because he wants a whole lot of money that he knows he's not going to get for the undisputed distinction. I just think he's with somebody who's being greedy and is going to allow this to fall through. But that being said, more to come on Fury and Usyk, Dubois, the WBA. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see the WBC, the WBO, and the IBF start to chirp up here and voice their frustrations too. I personally think they should strip Tyson Fury that WBC belt, but they won't. Anyway, y'all keep cool. More to come. I'm in the breeze.